Music has always played a huge role in my life. I can't remember the last time I went an entire day without listening to any. For most of my life though, I was only ever listening to other people's music or watching their gigs, dancing to it at a club. I never thought of myself as someone who could play music or sing, and most definitely not someone who could write my own songs. I had attempted to learn the guitar once when I was younger. I really wanted to play my favorite songs, but I soon gave it up again because my chords buzzed and squeaked and I didn't seem to be able to sing the right notes. I just thought my voice sounded terrible. I felt incredibly self-conscious and took that as a sign that playing music wasn't for me. I was just not meant to be a musician, so I stuck with listening. Then the pandemic hit and I suddenly had a lot more time on my hands. I was devouring the new album from one of my favorite artists, Laura Marling, and felt full of excitement and inspiration. So I decided to pick up my partner's cheap old guitar and try again. This time around it stuck. I think that developing habits and rituals helped me keep up the momentum. It was an exceptionally sunny spring. I found a peaceful and quite sheltered place in the garden, which became my guitar corner. I absolutely love playing outdoors, joining in with the bird song and the hum of the insects. The corner also feels private enough for me to mess up, to practice new chords or finger-picking patterns, and to sing and play around with my voice in different ways without feeling shy and self-conscious. I was playing every day. The high steel strings hurt my fingers, but I never had to push myself to practice or show discipline. Often I had to push myself to stop. In the first few months, I was learning to play songs that I love. I started recording myself on my phone to be able to listen back and figure out which parts needed most practice. I tried not to be too harsh with myself, to be okay with not hitting the right notes, or when my fingers couldn't keep up with the chord changes. It's a journey, and now I'm so glad that I recorded my progress, so whenever I get frustrated with where I'm at currently, I can remind myself of how far I've come. I'm ready. Words are fun and games. The silence speaks of pain. I read aloud, 'cause you asked me to. 'Cause I'm not your ghost, and I never was, but you didn't ask. Wrapped up in your womb. Sunset's been a freak show on a weekend, surfing, driving out to the suburbs, to park at the Goodwill instead the chemtrails. Listen to my ocean song. I'm singing through the rougher storm. But when the winds are whipping up the big cut, licking at the key, whoa, we can feel the mustard squall. I wish that I could fly, so I could be home and dry. I wish that I could fly, that I could be home and dry and hold away. Then I started improvising, just playing around with the chords I had learned. Songwriting is such a mysterious process. I never really decided to start writing songs. It just kind of happened. It almost seems a little spiritual to me. It feels emotional and embodied, not rational. I sit down with my guitar and I play around. I try out different things until I find notes and rhythms that feel good. It's almost as if I play myself into some kind of trance or flow state. It helps that I have a high boredom threshold and can stay absorbed in meditative repetition. Then I let my voice join in, humming, muttering and singing gibberish, and somehow words and sentences start to form. I don't decide what to write about beforehand. I don't feel in control of it. It just somehow comes out. Afterwards, I try to interpret those loose initial lyrics to figure out what I've been writing about. It's really therapeutic. The way I understand this process is I'm so caught up in the flow of my guitar playing that my mind relaxes and opens up. Like I'm not watching and interpreting and filtering my thoughts as they are happening. It makes it easier for my mind to bring up things for me to look at, to process and communicate. That intuitive part of writing gives me something between a starting point and a skeleton for the song. The mood is there, but at that point the song still feels very much in flux. The process becomes more deliberate as I change and add and tweak it into a song.
Tending my garden in the belly of the beast, in the thick of the night, blue of the moon. They will not trust our account of heavy steps upon broken ground.
When I felt confident that it wasn't just a passing phase, I treated myself to my own guitar, a second-hand electroacoustic. It sounds rich and warm and I just love how it feels in my hands. I don't understand why most beginner guitarists buy a new guitar. My guitar has already had a life, and now that it's mine, I'm even more excited to hear newborn music emerge from it. People buy new guitars to play old songs on and tend to lose interest and motivation. Maybe they should try writing new songs on an old guitar.
Hear me reach for shaky explanations. Maybe we'll leave vague insinuations. Lately I've become wary, reassure you it's fine. All the could have been when we were teens, the wasted time. We told half-truths, hidden youth, buried all the colors of our secret lovers.
For most of this journey, I just played on my own. Playing my songs felt very intimate and a little too scary to share with other people. But eventually, I started sharing some of my music with my friends and family. Then, very recently, after some light nudging from them, I decided to play a new song at a local open mic night. On the day, I got incredibly nervous. It's just a small room, but it just felt like such a big deal to me.
Lately I've become wary. Reassure you it's fine. Yeah, boundaries are blurry in this drunk man's mind. Hear me reach for shaky explanations. Maybe you will leave by ignoring insinuations. Lately I've become wary. Reassure you it's fine.
I can remember barely any of it. I know my hands were shaking and clumsy, making it pretty hard to play. I also realized afterwards that I had forgotten to sing an entire verse and chorus. But I did it, and I'm very glad. And hopefully I'll be a little less nervous every time. So far, all of this has been a hell of a ride. It's been fun, nerve-wracking, euphoric, and frustrating. But most of all, it's been empowering and liberating. I'm going to keep playing and writing and performing and learning as much as I can. I'm also very interested in the production side of things. I'd love to learn how to record my own songs, how to sample sounds from nature, how to mix and master, how to create the tingly textures that I love in some of the music I listen to. I will keep you updated on my journey.
What the fuck's my hurry to assure him of